Story about an athlete whose talent landed him at the top of his sport, but his biggest victory came in the hospital, and it could land him in the Summer Olympics. John Ireland has the story.
This is Scott Keswick, one of the top gymnasts in the world. He was America's top finisher in the '92 Olympics in Barcelona and expected to be one of our best again this summer in Atlanta. But 11 months ago, he had a training accident, and what he injured was the one thing a gymnast uses most, his back.
Initially, I just panicked. I couldn't breathe. I knocked the wind out of myself. I had this really intense burning feeling in my back, and that's kind of when I knew it was pretty serious.
After we went to see Scott's doctor, we knew just how serious it was. Scott had a herniated disc, and his days as a gymnast looked finished. But doctors were able to rebuild his back with 4 metal pins and 2 metal rods that are still in his back today. Keep in mind that this guy flips, twists, and turns for a living. But the operation worked, and get this. After 3 months and a half body cast and a lot of rehab, Scott qualified for this year's Olympic trials last week. He did it less than a year after surgery.
I'll get a little bit of soreness around the screws, but it's just all soft tissue stuff. I get massages a couple times a week, and that really kind of takes care of that. So I really feel like my back is as strong as it's ever been.
Well, first of all, he's an incredible athlete.
Rick Delamarter, the doctor that performed the operation, says it actually helped that Scott is so active. Rick says after the initial rest period, it was good to put his back to the test.
Most surgeries, particularly spinal surgeries, we find that if we can get the people active in physical therapy and strengthening their own bodies, they do far better than sitting around becoming a couch potato.
No couch potato here, far from it. Scott says what motivated him was simple, the Olympic spirit.
I'd worked too hard to let the Olympics go by without even trying for it. The Olympics has been my dream for a long time, and being in Atlanta, in my home country, has been a tremendous motivation for me.
In Westwood, I'm John Ireland, KCAL 9 Sports.